I'm Chris Mills. You are checking out surfstrengthcoach.com. Today, how to train for duck dives and get stronger with duck dives. One of the guys I have been writing some programs for lately sent me an email, wants to do some stronger duck dives. So a lot of it's technique, but some of it's just strength through the shoulder girdle. And there's certain movements you can use just to get stronger and have more powerful duck dives, making the paddle out a hell of a lot easier. Word of caution, this is one of the areas where really good program design and having a really good workout and a professionally designed workout comes into importance. When we're trying to train the shoulder and the chest and really get certain muscles strong, if you're not doing the proper exercise orders and proper progressions, you're leaving yourself a lot of room for error. There's certain muscles we need to train to get stronger that if you wear out too early in your workout by using some particular movement, it leaves a lot of room for injury later in your workout, just because certain muscles that are helping to stabilize the scapula and the shoulder might be too tired. And then you go into some heavy pressing movement, certain muscles can't do their job properly, blast on a rotator cuff, who knows. It sucks hurting yourself in the gym and not being able to surf. I've done it myself when I was younger. So, professionally designed workouts. I write programs for people all the time, whether it's duck dives, bottom turns, knee problems. You need to have a properly designed workout program. I still work with some upper level check practitioners, giving myself some programs, making sure I'm doing the proper things. It's hard to assess myself. So, looking to get in a well-designed program, shoot me an email and get you something going. Duck dives, going to give you a few movements of some really good stuff that I use with a lot of guys just to help stronger duck dives, easier paddle outs, more energy, stronger shoulders. Let's get going. Duck dive training. So this first one, it's basically a dumbbell press movement. I don't have a dumbbell, so imagine I've got one in my hand. There's two types of pressing. There's actually two types of movements, open chain and closed chain. Open chain would be pushing a dumbbell. It means you're pushing an object away from the body. A closed chain would be like a push-up, where you're pushing and the ground can't be pushed away from you, so the body moves away. An example of a leg open or closed chain, a squat where you're pushing your body away from the ground, that's a closed chain. An open chain would be like a seated leg press where you're pushing the legs away. Duck dives are kind of a combination of open and closed chains. You need to get good at both. I like to use this one. It's a single arm stability ball chest press. This ball is a little too deflated, but it's all I've got today, so that's what you're going to see. Essentially, getting some tall hips, don't sag. You'll train one arm at a time. You can, whichever side is pressing, you can slide out to the side just a little. You'll feel it load this hip. So this is a real full body, full core exercise. And then you're just coming good presses. Now for these, if you're training endurance, you need to find a weight that's about, you could get 20 clean reps, good clean movement. If you're training for some strength, you might get a dumbbell that you're only doing 6-8 reps. So again, properly designed workouts will dictate if you're going high rep, low rep, and that depends really on the importance of where in the exercise or workout order it's going. If it's in the beginning of the workout, end of the workout, open chain, dumbbell, stability ball, one arm presses, lots of core strength, and just training open chain strength of that chest and shoulder. Next one, this is solid. You can really train for this. It's a lot of stability through the shoulder girdle and just some overall strength, lots of core work. It's a stability ball push-up. Make sure you've got a good stability ball, get some air into it. This is really similar. You know, you're duck diving, you're pushing that board under, it's kind of shaking around, it's moving. Similar training. Don't drop the hips, up tight, controlled push-ups. Good slower tempo. You probably see me shaking around. It's all these little rotator cuff muscles, arm muscles, chest muscles. Everything is working. Stability ball push-ups. Another great one for duck dives. Lastly, for really good shoulder health, this is a movement that's going to train a muscle called your serratus anterior. It's underneath your shoulder blade, wraps around. You ever see guys that are really, really ripped? They've got this big lat and then a couple kind of like finger little muscles. It's your serratus anterior. It helps stabilize your scapula down to your rib cage, Your scapula makes part of your shoulder joint. So if your scapula is not functioning properly, shoulder problems, rotator cuff. You probably hear some birds tweeting outside my buddy's girlfriend's house. Awesome. Anyways, sorry about the birds, maybe some roosters. So, serratus presses or push-ups. Again, I've been talking about proper exercise programs. These you want to do towards the end of the exercise or end of your workout. You don't want to fatigue that serratus too early in your workout, because if it's tired, it can't do its job properly, leaving yourself open for some injury. So again, towards the end of a workout, once you see this movement, it's happening just at the shoulder blade. So I'm not bending forward. That shoulder blade wraps around the rib cage. I pull it back, wraps around. That's what we're doing on the floor. Sink, push. Some people have a lot of problem with that, figuring out how to do that movement. You can start up against the wall. So that's, the serratus has a bunch of little outreaches of muscle, and so you want to train various heads of that muscle. So we could do a set here, do a set a few inches up, we do a set a few more inches up. Slow control, don't just sink down, control it down, control it up. A little further out, getting a lot of core strength here, don't drop, tight belly. That's training your serratus anterior. 3 great movements, training for duck dives. Get them strong. It'll help you in the surf, easier paddle outs. Again, if you got any questions about any of this stuff, shoot me an email, surfstrengthcoach@gmail.com. Let's get you a properly designed workout so you're not wasting your time in the gym, not injuring yourself in the gym. Make sure you're doing exercises that will benefit your surfing instead of some stuff you're just seeing out of a magazine. So, good stuff. Keep checking out the blog. Send me some questions. Follow on Facebook, surfstrengthcoach.com. Getting you strong, getting you mobile, kicking some ass in the water, having a good time. Peace.